Hi, good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, happy Wednesday, and it is October 30th, 7:17 a.m. here in Chicago. So, I'm kind of late. I did catch it, I think, a few hours after everybody else. But, that guy who was representing Donald Trump, who made that quote-unquote joke about Puerto Rico, that wasn't no damn joke. What's wrong with people? What kind of joke is that? Like, that was really, really nasty. That was not a joke. That was very nasty. And if it's such a joke, I've never seen them make those kind of quote-unquote jokes against, like, Jews or anybody who could cancel their asses. You know what I mean? Like, don't say things like that and then call it a joke. That's like unbelievable. Or hide behind humor. There's nothing humorous or jokeful about that, whether you're Puerto Rican or not. And people should not, allow people to do that. Like, just like it's not acceptable to say how you really feel, like he did with Puerto Rico. It's not acceptable to say how you really feel about black people and then say, well, I mean, he calls himself that. Doesn't he call himself a gorilla? Like when Tio said, which monkey wants a banana? And then he tried to act like, no, he didn't mean it that way. He's saying it because that's what they call themselves. Like, don't let anybody, like, as they say, play in your face like that. He knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted to be very, very racist. That's what he wanted to do. When Ryan Garcia pretty much, in my opinion, got away with it, he enjoyed it because that's something he always wanted to do. So Ryan Garcia kind of paved the way for him to do that. That wasn't because of no damn gorilla icon that Tank uses. That's such BS. And then, what really disappointed me was, and this isn't the first person I've heard say that, when they, the Russell brothers didn't know anything about Teofimo Lopez saying that. And I could tell Gary Antoine was genuine when he didn't know about it. He was like, wait, what? Now, my thing is, your first response is usually the right one. You knew what he meant. And like Gary Antoine Russell was saying something about, well, that's his man, so he's definitely going to ask him about it. Now, I can't tell everybody how to react, but if I have a friend who is, let's say, I don't know, Italian or Jewish or whatever, and someone comes to me and tells me that they said something like that, I can only speak for myself, but my first response isn't going to be, oh, that's my friend too. I'm going to go talk to her. I'm going to ask her about that. That's my friend. No, I'm not responding with that's my friend. I'm just going to say, really? And then I'm going to ask that person about it. And if they say anything on the order of, well, I didn't mean it that way, because I heard he calls himself that. No, our friendship is over. I actually had, really short story, I promise. I actually had a friend. Now, she didn't say anything, but it's what she implied. A Jewish girl. And we were pretty close, too. Like, we would meet up, hang out on weekends and everything. One day, she got really, really pissed at me because another black guy that worked where we worked, he came and told me something. There was something that I was complaining about, a mess that was, like, in my area. And he told me that she did it. And I said, and she just left it like this? So I asked a question. Well, apparently he had said something to her about it and felt the need to mention me because I'm her friend or whatever. So she came to me, and you should have seen her like with the way she was standing and everything. Okay, this is for both you and him. When I did that, I wasn't done with the area yet. And I saw that she was really, really pissed, and it kind of caught me off guard. And I remember kind of like laughing about it And I said something like, you'll be okay, because she was really pissed. Like, I'll even go as far as to say she damn near cussed me out. And when I said, you'll be okay, she said, I was going to say something about both of you, but I'll leave that alone. Or she didn't say I'll leave that alone. She said, I was going to say something about both of you, but now I really need to calm down. What the fuck does that mean? I was going to say something about both of you, but I'll really calm down. So what happened was, I stopped speaking to her. She would walk past me and say, did you bring lunch? And I would literally walk past her. And God as my witness, she sent me a text message once she saw that I wasn't speaking to her. And the text message said, I have no idea what I am going to eat for lunch. And this was my first time responding. Now, I typically do not talk like this. I promise I don't. I responded, go eat a fat dick. And she responded with a bunch of laughing emojis. So she left me alone again after that. So then, about maybe 3 weeks later, was it 3? It could have been longer than that. It was a while. I was hanging out with my friend, this girl that also lived in Miami from Bolivia. We were hanging out and I got a text from her. And she was like, I don't really know what's up with you. I can't explain. I said, no, you don't need to explain. I don't like that comment you made about me and Moses the other day, about how you could say something, but you really better calm down. I said, just so you know, there's plenty I could say about you, but I decided to calm down. And she responded, calm down. And I responded, I'm very calm. Have a nice life. And she responded, you too. And we never spoke again. We never spoke again. Moral of my story is, I don't play those kind of games. So I don't understand why. And again, Gary Antoine wasn't the only person who did it. But I don't understand why when these black fighters are hearing about what Teofimo Lopez said, their first thing out of their mouth is, that's my friend. If Teofimo Lopez is your friend, he's your friend maybe because he feels he doesn't have to respect you. You know, if somebody calls themselves your friend and they say that about your people, that means they don't respect you. They don't really give a fuck about you. They maybe want to say they're cool with you for convenience. Or maybe you think they're your friend because you guys train together. But they don't really respect you like that. They don't respect you. So why are you starting off your response with, that's my friend, but that was whack that he said that? And that's my friend too. I didn't know him to be like that. We ain't got to know that that's your friend, because we already know he doesn't respect black people, period. So, I don't know. Again, I can't tell people how to respond, but I notice a lot of guys are responding that Tio is their friend. Well, if he is your friend, he doesn't respect you. He's calling people monkeys. He's calling people who look like you monkeys for the world to hear him, because he wants the world to hear him. He's not thinking about you or your friendship. Fuck your friendship. That's what he's thinking. Fuck your friendship. I'd rather be able to call you people monkeys, because that's what I really think. That's basically what Tio said, you know. And again, I ended my friendship with that Jewish girl because she didn't even say anything. But I didn't like the fact that regarding me and another black person at the job, she said I could say something, but I'll really calm down. Whatever the fuck she said, that literally ended our friendship, you know? Because once somebody says something like that, they're letting you know that whatever it is they really think about you, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. That's basically what she was telling me. When you say, I could say something about both of you, but I'll really calm down. That was her telling me, I have some thoughts about you that are not positive. As a matter of fact, they're very negative, to the point where I better calm down right now. That's the message she sent me. So that's why I stopped speaking to her. You don't have to play games with these people. I mean, the world is full of people. Black, white, purple, brown, yellow, pink. The world is full of people who would really be your friend because they like you and they respect you. You don't have to consider people like that your friend. I don't care how long you've known them. You don't have to do it. Like, stop putting yourself in such a small world. You know, cut those people off. They don't deserve to know you. They don't deserve to say your name. They don't deserve to share space with you. I don't care if you were there when they had their baby, or you were invited to their wedding, or you were at their parties. Once they say something like that, it got to end. There's too many good people in the world who would never say that to you. Why would you choose the ones who would? I don't understand it. And even like at work, you know how when guys be playing at work, and like, let's say they're two Italian guys. You know, they're playing and dissing each other at work. And then one of the Italian guys will say, Lala, call him a stupid, whatever the derogatory term is for Italians. He's joking, but he's saying, Lala, call him a stupid whatever. But again, he's joking, and he'll tell me to call the other guy a derogatory term for Italians. I always say, oh, no, I don't play those games. You guys can call each other what you want. I don't play that. You know, even like if Hispanics have derogatory terms that they call each other, you know, they can't invite me to do it. You know, if Italians have derogatory terms to call each other, they can't invite me to do it because I'm smart. I know what's next. They would love for me to fucking come out of my mouth and say that, because they get to finally say what some of them, not all, been wanting to say for a long time. I'm not falling for that trap. And even if it were not a trap, what pleasure would I get out of calling people derogatory ethnic names, you know? But this is already too long. But yeah, like, to people like Gary Antoine and them, you don't have to consider Tio your friend just because you guys have a history of getting along or maybe invited to certain things. He told you what he thinks about you. He didn't have to write, Dear Gary Antoine. He said it for the world to hear it. You don't have to call him your friend. He's not your friend. He does not respect you, you know? And that goes for everybody. Like, cut people off. Cut people off, you know? But set boundaries for yourself that nobody can cross, you know? I don't even play that game with black people who go around using derogatory terms towards other black people. That embarrasses me, actually. You know, if I'm at work and I hear black people using derogatory terms towards black people, I get uncomfortable. I get embarrassed, you know, and I don't want to associate with them. I don't want to go into the circle where all the black people are who are using that term, because then I'm going to be standing right in the middle of it, and people aren't going to be able to distinguish who's who, you know. So I'm sensitive about that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want to be referred to anything derogatory, you know. But that's all. I've said enough. Have a good day, everybody.